Okay, so this video is for both weeks 10 and 11. And just in case you're wondering, yes, I still have my CB radio, shortwave radio, and of course the ham radio. I don't know if this is powerful. I can't wait. To study for my license. Basically, I'm memorizing the exam. You're allowed to do it, so it's allowed. Okay. So anyway, week 10, we're going to talk about hazmat. Now, obviously, that's a course within itself. So we're going to have a brief overview, an understanding and awareness about hazardous materials and how to prevent exposure to it. One thing I learned basic firefighting during hazmat training is that there's a lot of scenarios that could happen. Say there's a chemical spill and just any kind of chemical. They have this manual, you'll look it up, and it'll tell you based on the weather, the wind current, the flow of, I don't know, whatever, the chemical itself, how far away to evacuate it. So what happens sometimes the chemicals are spilled, what they worry about is the firefighters will go towards it and then drop. And then another firefighter will go try to rescue them and drop. So I'm like, wow, and they would use terms like flapping like fish, like awareness wise to keep us alert. Like you have to be mindful of this stuff. So there's like protocol. If it's nighttime, this temperature, you evacuate 3 miles. It's just a very, very, very involved when it comes to hazmat. So that's kind of a macro issue when it comes to firefighting. I probably didn't do any justice, by the way, with that. So mistakes can be made, which could expose people to toxic materials. Often these accidents do happen because of neglect and all that, and most can be prevented. Now, life happens, things happen. So what you're going to do in this case is we're going to look at symbols of different types of materials and what they'll do if you have exposure to them. So I have a simple example of how to store oxygen tanks, for instance, at hospitals in Massachusetts. So there's a link. It's in the written video, the written lecture. I have more sample examples in the supplements than this, but it's so broad, this topic. So it's almost worthy of a full course. It really is. So we're just going to kind of touch upon it. So read chapter 14 in your text, and the same thing with their discussions, and begin your week 11 assignment. So let's first go to the discussion. So we have hazardous spills training, chemical safety, and then you have a scavenger hunt for week 10. Okay, so what you're going to do, you're going to go ahead and find 2 hazard symbols with no answer as to what it means. You're going to post it in your discussion, okay? This is your initial post. That's all you need to do. Get it in by Wednesday, please, so everyone can participate. So what you'll have to do is someone will look at your post with the sign with the hazardous, hazard symbols, and they have to go ahead and look it up and say, this is what it is. If someone else has already found that, then you have to find another person's stuff. I'm also going to post several just in case someone's conquered them all or people have conquered them all. So what you want to do is respond to 2 peers by choosing the post with the hazard symbols. And again, I'm going to post several so that everyone will have 2 options. And then the idea is just like a small scavenger hunt we all share, and just look up and research what that symbol may be. And that'll be a fun way to learn about the different types of hazard symbols out there. I'm giving it a try. I don't know if it's the best idea in the world, but I'm going to try it anyway. And if you heard my dog whining, I have this giant shepherd. I forget the other half. It's got a 5th claw. Let's put it that way, like the side claw. It's like a northern dog. Whiniest dog ever. So anyway, you can start or submit your week 11 presentation in week 10 if you want. Okay, so I have an outline for you to look at, and you do the presentation and a recorded video lecture. PowerPoint's fine with that. If you need options, you have questions, let me know. But now's the time. Eye of the tiger. Let's start it. Let's get it done. Because class ends on the 20th of December. And that's when the assignments are due on the 17th. I have a couple days before Santa Claus comes to town to get this stuff in. Then you also, in week 11, have an assess question. Just post once. I mean, you can post more with your peers if you want. You're welcome. But it's just asking you what you've taken away from this course. What major takeaways have you gained from this course that can help you with your current or future career? I like to know how this can be helpful for you. So that's it, folks. Good job. Glad to have you in this class. I hope you learned a lot and also had a little bit of fun. Tried to make occupational safety and health a little bit more entertaining than it usually is. And I am basically about done. So this is Moondoggy signing off. See you on the boards.